Well, dear students, in the last class we have discussed about percentage composition and some concept related to the empirical and molecular formula. Yes, we continue the same part again. Yes, what is the molecular formula? Which tells about what? Formula which tells about the exact number of each element present in the compound. And what is the empirical formula? Which tells about what? The simplest whole number ratio of each element present in a compound. Right, we'll discuss more problems, we'll discuss more questions related to the empirical and molecular formula. Right, I'm having one question, that is, determine the empirical formula of the compound. Okay, determine the empirical formula of an oxide of iron which has 69.9% of iron and 30.1% of oxygen by mass. Okay, so this is a question here. Only empirical formula you have to calculate. Okay, what is the data given? Data is oxide of iron which has 69.9% of iron and 30.1% of oxygen by mass. And inside the bracket, atomic mass is also mentioned. It is 56 for iron and for oxygen it is 60. Right. So same column you have to do. So make a column. First again element. Second column is atomic mass of the element. Third column is percentage to gram. And next column is gram to mole. And one more column is divide by minimum number of mole. Divide by minimum number of mole. Okay, minimum number of mole. Then we will be having the simplest whole number ratio. So what is the simplest whole number you will get? Right. Okay. First again, element is iron and one more element is oxygen. Write down that element. Okay, atomic mass is mentioned here, write down that 56 for iron and for oxygen it is 16. Okay, then percentage to gram. Yeah, we were having 69.9% of iron. Note down that 69.9 gram. Percentage is the gram. Then oxygen it is 30.1. Okay. Yeah. So what is the next step we have to follow? Gram to mole. Gram to mole convert formula is the mass divided by atomic mass. So therefore 69.9 divided by 56 and 30.1 divided by 16. Okay. So calculate this ಮಾಡಿ values find out ಮಾಡಿ. The value is 1.25 here. And here it is 1.88. Check ಮಾಡಿ calculator ಲಿ. Okay. So once you get the value, then what is the next step? You have to compare the value and you have to find out which is the smallest number. Right. So smallest number is here 1.25 is the minimum number of mole. So therefore, by the minimum number, you have to divide to each number. So therefore, I will divide by 1.25 to both the number because 1.25 is the minimum number of mole. Sorry, here it is 1.88. 1.88 divided by 1.25. Okay? Yes. Here it is 1 and here it is 1.88 divided by 1.25 is found to be 1.5. Okay, so in the last class I said that if it is the whole number, exact number, so so you don't have any confusions directly, you can predict the empirical formula. But here you will be having the fraction value. Okay, so ಈ fraction value ಅನ್ನ you have to round up to the next highest number. fraction value ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, exact number ಇರಬೇಕು, whole number ಇರಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? ಸೊ multiply by minimum number ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So when you multiply by 2 here, you have to multiply by the same number to the above number also. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1.5 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಗೆ 2 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So 1 into 2 is equal to 2 and 1.5 into 2 is equal to 3. You got it? So then you will be having what? The simplest whole number here. ಆಯ್ತಾ? If at all ನಿಮಗೆ values 1.99 ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ರೆ round up to the next number. But if you have the value 1.45 ಅಥವಾ 1.49 ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ it is equal to what? 1.5 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So therefore you have to multiply by what the simplest number ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So here I have multiplied by 2, so it will be having 2 and 3, right? So therefore what is the empirical formula here? Therefore empirical formula, what is the empirical formula? You have to first you have to write the what elements used here. So iron and oxygen ಎಷ್ಟು ratio ದಲ್ಲಿದೆ? It is in the ratio 2:3 ratio ದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So therefore your empirical formula is Fe2O3. What? Fe2O3 is your value. Okay, so copy down the problem. So this is a problem in your textbook. In text exercise is the question. One of the question from the exercise part, important one. Here asked is only empirical formula. So what is the condition for molecular formula? If you want to calculate the molecular formula, you require the molar mass. Okay, in the question molar mass is not mentioned. Only what the percentage of the each element present is given as well as atomic mass is given. So this is the steps you have to follow to calculate the empirical formula. Okay, calculate. You have to note all this. Okay, write in your notebook. So therefore the empirical formula is Fe2O3. Clear? Yes, we'll discuss more examples in the classwork. Okay, in the classwork I will give more examples so that by solving each question you will be in the position to predict the molecular and empirical formula easily. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Okay, so this is one of the maximum mark carrying question, either to the 4 mark or to the 3 mark. Right? If you were clear with the molecular and empirical formula, directly we will move on to the last concept of the chapter, some basic concept of chemistry. It is stoichiometry and its calculation. Okay, laws of the chemical combination and atomic theory, it is excluded from your syllabus in the ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So therefore laws of the chemical combination and atomic theory ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ stoichiometry and its calculations. We discuss about the stoichiometry and its calculations. Stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculation. Stoichiometry and its calculation. Right. What do you mean by the stoichiometry? What do you mean by the stoichiometry? If I write the reaction, see A plus B gives you the product. So this is the simplest equation. This is the simplest equation. Stoichiometry ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Stoichiometry is one of the branch of chemistry which deals with the relative quantity of reactants and product present in the reaction. According to the what law of a conservation of mass, law of conservation of mass na prakara, matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be changed from one form to another form. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ನೀವು ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ರೂಪ, ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರನ್ನು ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಐಸಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪುನಃ ನೀವು ಏನೋ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಐಸಿಂದ ಪುನಃ ವಾಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ವಾಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಂದ ಪುನಃ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನು ವೇಪರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟರನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Right? So you can convert the water to one form to another form, but you can't destroy the water. Right? So therefore, you can, according to the law of conservation of mass, you can convert the matter from one form to another form, but you can't destroy the matter. Okay? So therefore, matter can neither be created nor be destroyed, but during the chemical combination, it will be changes from one form to another form. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ A+B ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ 2 ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ 3 ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ಇದೆರಡು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ 2 ಮೋಲ್ 3 ಮೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, 3 ಮೋಲ್ 2 ಮೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ರೈಟಾ? ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that reaction, that chemical reaction actually it is not feasible. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಸಹ ಏನು ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ comes under what? Stoichiometry and its calculation. So stoichiometry means it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the relative quantity of reactants and product present in the chemical reaction. Okay? It is a branch of chemistry which deals with what? Which deals with the relative quantity of reactants, which deals with the relative quantity of reactants and products in a chemical reaction. Relative quantity of reactants and products in a chemical reaction. Okay, well, so stoichiometry means it's a branch of chemistry which deals with the relative quantity of reactants and products present in the chemical reaction. So therefore, according to the law of a conservation of mass, if you write any chemical reaction, it must be in the balanced state. Okay, balanced state alli because of the balancing of chemical equation is important part in stoichiometry and its calculation. Okay, so balancing of equation. So equations ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ always ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Always carbon comes first, then hydrogen, then oxygen, then you have to give the preference to the rest of the element. Okay. ಈಗ for example, important equation, combustion of we can consider, okay, combustion of methane. Consider combustion of methane. Okay, combustion reaction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ reaction with the air ಆಯ್ತಾ. methane ಅನ್ನ air ಜೊತೆಗೆ react ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ what is the product? You know that what is the product form? This carbon dioxide and water is the side product form. Okay, equation ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, but according to the law of conservation of mass ಅಥವಾ according to the stoichiometric concept ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ reactants ಮತ್ತೆ products ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ರೈಟ್, ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ hydrogen it is present in the 4 number here, but in the product side there is only 2 times of hydrogen is present, right? So therefore place 2 here. So therefore what happened, carbon balance, hydrogen balance. Next is about oxygen. Here 2 times oxygen is present, but in the product side how many oxygen is present? It is 2 plus 2, 4 times oxygen is present. So therefore in order to balance what you have to do, place 2 here. 1 marks ke question kelbodu. Write the balanced chemical equation for the combustion of methane. Aita, combustion of methane. Combustion of methane. Note down the equation. Aita, methane combustion kelidre ee equation na balance ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Right. So we discuss the stoichiometric calculations. According to the stoichiometric calculation, remember 1 mole is equal to its atomic mass or its molar mass, and its atomic mass and molar mass itself equal to the volume, that is 22.7 liter. ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ 1 ಮೋಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 23 ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಆರ್ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇದೊಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಾಟಾ. The 1 mole that is equal to its atomic mass or molar mass or molecular mass, that is itself equal to the 22.7 liter. Okay, yes, ಈಗ ಈ equation consider ಮಾಡುವ. According to this equation, how can we read this equation? ಈ equation ಅನ್ನು read ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. 1 mole of a methane reacts with 2 mole of a oxygen, which gives you the 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of water. ಹೇಗೆ ಓದುದು, 1 mole of a methane reacts with 2 mole of oxygen, that gives you the 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of water. mole ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿತು. I said that 1 mole is equal to its atomic ಅಥವಾ molar mass. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 2 ಆಟಮ್ ಇದೆ, so therefore molar mass ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so therefore what is 1 mole of methane is equal to how many gram? 1 mole of methane ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ methane ಇರಬೇಕು? That is, add the atomic mass of each element, 12 gram plus 4 into 1. Okay, 12 plus 4 into 1, that is 4. So 12 plus 4, that is equal to what? 16 gram. You got it? 16 gram. So therefore I can say that 16 gram. I'll write here. I'll write the same equation here. Methane plus 2 times oxygen, that is equal to carbon dioxide, that is equal to 2 times water. Okay, how can I take this equation? So 1 mole of methane react with the 2 mole of oxygen, that will be gives you the 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of your water. Right. Next step ಅಲ್ಲಿ 16 gram of methane reacts with the 2 mole of oxygen ಅಂದ್ರೆ 16 plus 16 32 32 into 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 64 gram of oxygen, that gives you carbon 12 plus 16 plus 16. Okay, oxygen 16 32 plus 12, that is equal to what? 44 gram of your carbon dioxide, and that gives you 2 moles of water. 1 mole of water and 18 gram andre 16 plus 2 18 into 2, that is 36 grams. This is the data according to the atomic mass, its molar mass, that is equal to what? 1 mole andre 22.7 liter of methane is reacts with the 2 into 22 into 7, 2 into 22.7, okay. 45.4 so 4, okay. It is equal to 45.4 liter of a, when the 22.7 liter of methane is reacts with the 45.4 liter of oxygen, which gives you the 22.7 liter of carbon dioxide and 45.4 liter of water. Okay, so this is how to read the equation. ಆಯ್ತಾ? equation ಅನ್ನು ಓದುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಓದಬೇಕು? 1 mole is equal to its atomic mass or molar mass, that is equal to 22.7 liter. Okay, ಈಗ stoichiometric calculation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಡಾಟಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ equation ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನಂತರ ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ರೈಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಎನ್ನುವಂತ how many moles of methane, okay, how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide? See, the question is how many moles of methane are required, how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide after combustion. Okay, so look at the question part properly. How many moles of methane are required to produce the 22 gram of carbon dioxide? So this is the relationship mole ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನು mass important ಇಲ್ಲಿ. mole ಮತ್ತೆ mass ಇದೆರಡು ಡಾಟಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Okay, you know that 1 mole of methane which produces what? 1 mole of the carbon dioxide, that is 16 gram of methane produces the 44 gram of the carbon dioxide. We just look at this two. Okay, how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide? Okay, so here you know that 1 mole of methane which produces 1 mole of carbon dioxide or 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Correct? 1 mole of methane which produces what? 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Okay, so basic value ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. 1 mole of methane, you know that it produces 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Okay, so then how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide? Therefore, how many moles are of methane is required to produce the 22 gram of carbon dioxide. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? Just a cross multiplication. Do the cross multiplication. Okay, cross multiplication ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so what is the answer? What is your answer? 22 divided by 44. 22 divided by 44 in the sense is equal to what? 0.5 mole. So your answer is, therefore the 0.5 mole of methane is required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide. This is an answer. 2 marks ಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ questions ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? You can also have the questions to the 2 marks, right? So 2 marks ಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ how many moles of water is produced by 16 gram of methane? Okay, listen the question properly. How many moles of water is produced by 16 gram of methane? Right. So 16 gram of methane usually produces 2 moles of water. Okay. How many moles of water is produced by 20 gram of methane? Got the question? How many moles of water is produced by 20 gram of methane? You have to find out 20 gram of methane produces how many moles of water? How many moles of water is produced by 20 gram of methane? So standard value ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. 1 mole of methane usually produces the 2 moles of water. ಅಥವಾ 16 gram usually produces what? 16 gram usually produces what? 2 mole of water. Therefore 20 gram of methane produces how much? Okay, do the cross multiplication. That is 40 divided by 16. Right? Cross multiplication mark. Right. So do the simplification. Simplifications ಮಾಡಿ 2 8 16, 2 2s 4 2s 8, 4 5s. So 5 by 2. 5 by 2 ಅಂದರೆ 2.5. Correct? So therefore I can say that it produces what? 2.5 mole. So ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ 2 moles of oxygen ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅಥವಾ what is the mass of carbon dioxide produced by the 20 gram of methane? Water ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, carbon dioxide ಅನ್ನು ಸಹ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. What is the mass of carbon dioxide produced by the 20 gram of methane or by the water? Or what is the mass of moles of carbon dioxide produced by the 10 gram of methane? So such that you will be having different possibilities question. So that is called as what? Stoichiometry and its calculations. And also remember that mole matra atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Calculate the number of water molecules produced by the 16 gram of methane. What is the calculate? What is the number of atoms produced by the molecules produced by the 16 gram of methane? You know that 1 mole produces a 2 mole. 2 mole after 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So therefore I can say that 1 mole at 16 gram produces 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water. Clear? This problem clear? So similarly we will balance some other equation and we will do the stoichiometric calculation. Right? The next question is calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 64 64 gram of propane. Okay, calculate. So question is calculate the amount of water produced by combustion of 64 gram of propane. Calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 64 gram of propane. So, question given here, it is the combustion of propane. Prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು 3 carbon atom. CnH2n plus 2 is a general formula for alkane. So, CnH2n ಪ್ರಕಾರ 2n plus 2 ಪ್ರಕಾರ propane ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು C3 H ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು 8. combustion of oxygen. Combustion means with the oxygen. Product is same carbon dioxide and water. Okay, balance the equation. Equation balance ಮಾಡಿ carbon first ನೋಡಿ 3 times carbon. So place 3 here. Hydrogen 8 times. So therefore place 4 here. And look at the oxygen. Here 2. Here it is 6. Plus 4 is 10. Therefore I place 5. ಆಯ್ತಾ equation balance ಆಯಿತು. Okay. So according to the previous concept, 1 mole of the propane reacts with the 5 mole of oxygen, that will be used with the 3 mole of carbon dioxide and 4 mole of water. Okay. But here the question given is calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 64 gram of propane. So therefore here mass is important. Mass concept ಬೇಕು. So just do add the atomic mass of each atom. So atomic mass of each atom add ಮಾಡಿ. So propane molecular mass is equal to what? 3 into what is it? 3 into 12 plus 8 into 1. Okay, 3 into 12 plus 8 into 1 is equal to what? Propane 44 gram. Correct? Check ಮಾಡಿ 44 gram. Okay. Water produced by, yeah. So since we need only the propane and water, so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು remaining elements ಇದು mass ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Direct ಆಗಿ 44 gram produces 4 moles of water. 4 moles of water is equal to what? 4 into 18. Correct? 4 into 18 in the sense 72 gram. Correct? So 44 gram of propane usually produces the 72 gram of water. Then 64 gram of propane produces how much? Do the cross multiplication. So that is 64 into 72 divided by 44. Okay, what's your answer? Check the answer. Okay, calculator is going to check the answer. So that is 104.72 grams. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸಹ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಥವಾ 44 gram produces how many grams of carbon dioxide, or 44 grams of propane produces how many moles of carbon dioxide. So 44 produces 3 moles of carbon dioxide, then 50 gram produces how much, ಅಥವಾ 40 gram produces how much. So ಆ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. So you have to remember that 1 mole is equal to what? Its molar mass. That is equal to what? Its volume, standard volume, that is 22.7 liter. Okay, ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೀವು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರದಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು